Hey everyone, I'm the person who made the page. Okay, so we have a Michael Jordan fan who wants to go on. He's from YouTube. He goes by the YouTube username of Rahsan Mosby. He has Michael Jordan as number one, and he would like to explain why Michael Jordan is number one. So let me put him on. Hey, welcome to the program.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, so you have Michael Jordan as number one. Feel free to explain if you like then.
I mean, it's really a simple explanation. I mean, I can't think of not one other player that got better stats than Michael Jordan. I can't think of not one.
If you don't know anyone who has better stats, all you got to do is do the research. There are lots of players who have just as good stats or better than Michael Jordan.
Name them.
Okay, Will Chamberlain.
Okay, but that's in general. Like, what stats are you talking about that's supposed to be better than Jordan?
You said that you don't know anyone who has good stats like Jordan. I mean, what does that mean? Jordan has every stat better than everyone?
He got a lot of stats. I'll say he got the most, the stats that count, like far as the most championships, far as 2-3-piece, the most dominant player. I'll say he got the most fundamental.
Wait. You said championships?
He don't have more than Bill Russell.
No, but that's not what kind of, when you said stats, I thought you were talking about player stats. Championships is not a player stat. Are you referring to stats in general?
Like, I'm talking about a combined total, like stats, player stats, everything, your whole total body of work. It's common sense.
Okay. So it's the resume thing. Yeah, okay. So before we get into this, I want to ask you something. Now, a lot of Jordan fans do this routine where you guys explain how Jordan has the best resume. You guys conclude his resume is number one. If his resume is number one, why is there a dispute? Why doesn't everyone just go on board that Jordan is number one?
Because people emotional, man. They got their favorite players they like. They got different cities they love, and they represent their city. So it's just natural for people to not like Jordan because everybody not from Chicago.
So everyone who doesn't pick Jordan and when stats are there for Jordan, it's because they're emotional.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, how else? Ain't no other explanation except emotion. Because obviously you have to not like him to not say he's the best. Either they haven't watched the sport, or they don't know about the sport, or because everybody who know about the sport and you watch the game and look at the stats, if you never watch the sport and you look at the stats and total body of work, you'll pick Jordan over everybody. So
Will Chamberlain, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Oscar Robertson, they're not experts, they're emotional, they don't watch the game.
No, they great players. They go down as one of they Hall of Famers, they great players. I'm not taking nothing from them.
No. I'm not talking about that. You said that they're emotional and that they don't know the stats, they don't watch the game. So Jerry West, Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Elgin Baylor are emotional and don't know the game.
No, I didn't say that. I can't say that. They NBA professionals. How can I say that?
Okay, so those are just four examples of people who don't pick Jordan. I can give you more names.
Yeah, they're three players. They play in certain teams in a different eras, so different eras look at different.
Okay, so you want different players? I can give you other players from Jordan's era.
Go ahead.
Can I ask you, when you say go ahead, I mean, have you done the research? Because if you're going to explain to me that the people who don't pick Jordan are emotional people who don't know the game, you really can't think that they're just by common sense logic. There are lots of people in this world who know the game and are not emotional and don't pick Jordan.
Okay, and what are their reasons?
Okay, well, I can get into that, but I want to know why you came to a conclusion that it's pretty much emotional people who don't know the game.
Because it's just common sense. The common sense of watching the game, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so then,
if you watch the game, if you got two eyeballs, then you should know who the best is not.
That doesn't make any sense. When you say watching the game, that's an opinion.
So watching the game don't make no sense.
No.
That don't make sense.
No, I didn't say that. Now, when you said watching the game, that's your opinion on a subjective thing you put on a game. It's like saying, hey, you know what? Vanilla ice cream is the best. Well, how do you know? Because it just tastes good. Well, it tastes good to you, but it's not going to be number one to everyone else. Or if you don't want food, I got more examples for you. When someone watches a movie and they say, this movie is number one. Well, how do you know? Well, it's just common sense. I watched the movie. That's your favorite movie.
But that's a good one. Listen, if you rate the movie, if the movie is the number one rated movie in the world and everybody seemed to like it, then it must be a good movie.
There's no movie in the world where everybody seems to like it.
You're right. That's just common sense. That's just people in general. That's just human nature. Okay, but I can't control that.
Okay, so when you want to take back that thing about the people who don't pick Jordan are emotional people or who don't know the game?
I can't take it back. I said it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you can take it back. No, we're not in a court of law here. You can take it back.
I can't. I'm not about to take. I stand by what I said.
Okay, so then I'm gonna follow up to what you said. I'm gonna keep doing it then. So if there are NBA Hall of Famers who don't pick Jordan, does that mean they don't know the game and they're emotional?
If you look at the whole game, most Hall of Famers do pick Jordan.
No, you just made that up. That's not true. Most don't pick Hall of Famers.
3 Hall of Famers.
No, I named 4. No, I named 4, and I told you I can keep going. And I told you I can keep going.
But the stats prove the Hall of Famers wrong. So obviously the Hall of Famers.
But now we're changing the topic. I want to stick to this topic before we get to stats.
Okay.
I want to say this. You remember, you gave an opinion about something. You came to a conclusion. And that's fine. You can think whatever you want. We know on this planet, people think whatever they want to think. Now someone has to prove it's factual. So you think that whoever don't pick Jordan is emotional or doesn't know the game. That's what you said. So now I want to find out, just by common sense, you really believe, how many people on this planet Earth, all the people don't pick Jordan just don't know the game or they're emotional?
I don't know their reasons for not picking Jordan.
Well, they don't come to a conclusion, right?
Listen to this is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is if you got 2 eyeballs and you watch every NBA player play and you don't pick Jordan as being the most dominant and the best ever, period, then something must be wrong.
Oh, so you watched every player?
No.
So then,
I don't have to.
But you just said right now, if you watch every player, right? Did you watch every player?
No, I didn't watch every player because I wasn't born.
So do you not agree with yourself or what?
No, I agree with what I'm saying. I'm just saying, of course I'm not going to watch every player because, I didn't live that long to watch every player, and I'm not interested in every player. But the players that stand out, the players that's considered great.
I'm more confused now. You said you're not interested in every player. If you're not interested in every player, how are you coming to conclusions?
Listen, if every player, the greatest players is always mentioned. Now you hear the greatest players is what? Bird, Magic, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, Bill Russell,
well, just to make sure I understand. When you say
that's just a few.
No, just to make sure. Okay, fair enough. Go ahead. Fair enough. Go ahead.
Out of all the Hall of Famers, the greatest players the greatest players that everybody recognize, that I recognize as being the greatest, Jordan is over them.
Yeah,
that's what
when you say everybody recognize, what do you mean everybody recognize? This is, again, Jordan fans making up stuff.
No, it's not. This is a Hall of Famer. If you look at the Hall of Famers list, you'll see the greatest players in the world that ever played. It's all on the list. It ain't nothing I got to make up. It's common sense.
No, you didn't get what I'm saying. You're saying everybody recognized Jordan as number 1. What are you talking about everybody recognized?
I didn't say everybody. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure everybody don't, but I'm just saying if they don't, then they can't really back up their arguments. I could back up my argument, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, that's fine. And we were getting into that until you made that golden statement that if they don't pick Jordan, they're emotional or they don't know the NBA.
You made the statement that Jordan fans are stupid. That was the last podcast. That's why I started chiming in like, damn, Jordan fans are stupid because they picked Jordan, so it must be emotional.
I never said that. I never said they're stupid just for picking Jordan. Again, you were making things up.
The title of your podcast was the stupid Jordan fans.
No, I never had a title like that either.
It was something like that. Like, it's Jordan fans and idiots. You was going hard on Jordan fans.
I never had a title that they're idiots. Although those titles, stupid and idiot, do seem like good titles.
It was something in that realm. It was something in that realm. That's why I got to defend.
What it probably was, depending on there's so many videos out there.
You know it was.
No. It's basically the narrative of my second page is Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans, and so far you've given some examples why so far.
I never went through one fact or anything to prove my points on nothing, but that I could prove that I just ain't got to yet.
I know, but the reason is because, as you said, you haven't gotten to a fact. So far, you just making up stuff about people who don't pick Jordan are emotional or don't know the game.
I could make everybody make up stuff about everybody. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion on everybody. But the stuff as far as Jordan is just fact. It's a fact that he's the greatest. So
we'll get to that, but I'm not going to give you a free poo. So I still want to know, first of all, are you sticking to that statement that people don't pick Jordan are emotional or don't know the game?
I'll say they're emotional. Even if they know the game, they're emotional. Either they're emotional and don't like Jordan for his style of play, I would say the greats
they don't like Jordan.
I would say that they not. That's my opinion on why they didn't pick Jordan. I would say it's because they don't like his style of play or whatever.
Oh, now they don't like his style either.
Shorts or the gold chain or his Jordans or something. Gold chains.
Okay. Now you added 3 more things. So your first 2 were the first 2 were either they're emotional or they don't know the NBA. Now it's become, well, it could be they don't like him, they don't like his style. It could be his gold chain. Was that?
Not or, and. They're emotional. Either they're emotional or they don't know the game.
Okay, I thought you took back the don't know the game part. So we're going back to that?
No, I'm just saying either they don't know the game, haven't watched the game, or if they have watched the game, if they're great, they're emotional, and they just picking off of emotion, or just like Isaiah Thomas. Like I remember,
we don't have to get into Isaiah Thomas. I'm going to a general thing. There's no point. There's no point in going to no. It's not. No. I'll tell you why it's not proof. When you evaluate when it comes to the NBA, you don't cherry pick examples. You go by the total people. So you can find Isaiah Thomas and you can find LeBron James and Bill Laimbeer or whoever you Jordan fans don't like. But when you go by what NBA experts think, you go by the majority, all of them. So you are the one that claims that most of them pick Jordan, and if they don't, they're emotional, they don't know the NBA, they don't like his gold chain, they don't like his style of play, or they don't like him. You sticking by that stuff?
So what do the emotional experts
I'm asking you a question. No. You're not going to get a pass. Are you sticking by that?
I'm sticking by everything.
Okay. Why not? Okay. So then, what's up to you? So that means Jerry West, Bill Russell, Elgin Baylor, Oscar Robertson, and I can give you more names also. All of them have at least one of those things that they're emotional, they don't know the game, they don't like Jordan, they don't like his style, or gold chains.
Look how old these players. Look at everybody you just named was in a different era.
Okay. So what does that prove?
Listen. What you just named was players that didn't pick Jordan. They was all in the 80s era, the early 80s. He played, but he, in the early 80s, the mid 80s to late 80s. That's when Jordan came in the league. So he was a rookie.
Yeah, he came in 1984, 1985. So it wasn't like he just came in 1989. He was pretty much balling.
But all the other players was on their way out. Truthfully, all the Elgin Baylors.
No, that's fine. So I want to know. So I just gave you a few players. I don't have to give those ones. I just gave you a few. The thing I'm trying to show you is, and this is what you Jordan fans do a lot. You come to these conclusions with no facts. You're going to tell me you have facts on other things. I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about these things. When you say it's emotional, they don't know the game, they don't like him, they don't like his style, and they don't like gold chains, you really believe that NBA Hall of Famers have one of those things on Jordan?
Listen, back then, all them Hall of Famers wasn't used to a guard. It was dominated by centers back then.
You're changing the topic again. I'm not talking about that.
I'm not. I'm just giving you. I'm answering the question. I'm just telling you.
I didn't ask you that.
I'm giving you a reason of why they would pick. Okay. Why they would say Jordan ain't the best. You know why? Because they played in an era where it was dominated by centers.
How do you know these things?
Because I watched the game. That's how I know.
How do you know what they think? Why they're not picking Jordan?
I'm just analyzing, like a sports analyst. They get their opinions, and people watch them.
But that's not analyzing. That's just
I'm a sports analyst too in my own life.
But you know what you're doing. You are doing what you claim they're doing. You're being emotional. You're making things up.
Oh, what am I making up?
Whenever I can name 5 things, not one. I can give you 5. When you say anyone who doesn't pick Jordan is either emotional or doesn't know the game or doesn't like Jordan or doesn't like his style or doesn't like gold chains, you are not only making things up, you're applying them to professional Hall of Famers.
I'm adding to the fire. That's what I'm doing. I'm adding. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Give everybody confused, whoever want to bring facts or present facts to dispute what I'm talking about.
Wait, do you mean it?
I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
Because I got so much evidence that make that.
I don't. Now we have a new topic we have to take care of. I don't understand. When you say I don't think that's going to happen, it's not going to happen if we're on one topic and you want to jump to another topic. Let's settle one topic at a time. Why can't we?
Topic?
Okay, I don't understand why you're putting it on me like it's my fault. Do you not? Am I supposed to give you a pass?
No, you telling me you I don't know what you're doing really. I'm trying to get into what makes Jordan the best, and you telling me about what my opinions, how my opinions. Okay,
so when you say you don't know what I'm doing, so if you say you don't know what I'm doing, so you're expecting me to give you a pass on that thing?
No, you don't have to give me a pass on that. That's why I came on the podcast so we can go hard, man.
Okay, so I want to know, I'm still kind of confused why you're thinking these things. You came up with 5 reasons on why you think someone doesn't pick Jordan. How do you know those 5 things?
Okay, I mean, I don't know those 5 things.
Okay, so you taking it back?
All right, so yeah, I'm wrong. I don't take it back. I'll just be wrong.
Well, I don't know what that means. I'm wrong and I don't take it back. I don't know what that means.
It means that I'm going to let you go so we can go on to the next
You don't got to let me do anything, man. You don't got to let me do anything. I want you to be free. Are you taking it back or are you wrong or what? Or no?
I don't know. I mean, I can't take it back. I said it. All I'm saying is
this. You can take it back. What are you talking about? You can't take it back.
All I'm saying is this. If all those great players look at the stats I looked at, and they come to the conclusion that
you're changing it again, man. I'm not talking about that right now. I'm not going to let you go on this.
I'm trying to tell you why I said what I said and why I'm not taking it back.
I'll tell you why you don't even have to finish that sentence. You know why? If you said to me, I got reasons why Jordan is number 1, we get into that. If you said you got facts, we get into that. You say you got stats, we get into that. But when you start telling me 5 things of why human beings don't pick Michael Jordan, you got to prove that.
How am I prove that?
Exactly, because it's not a fact. You're making things up.
I don't know these players, so they're not my relatives. I haven't talked to them. I just see them on TV and watch them play.
All right. So help me understand. Imagine you having a debate with somebody, and someone says to you, "I got no facts. I can't prove it. I don't know if it's true, but these are my opinions of what they're doing."
Listen, all the facts I know is Jordan is the greatest. I can't.
So you want to change the topic again? Okay.
Prove me otherwise, except another old player said that they didn't pick Jordan.
No, but listen. I can give you players from Jordan's time. I can give you players from after Jordan's time. Even if I do that, you know you're not going to acknowledge you're wrong. So it doesn't matter how old they are. I want to know why you think the way you do. How are you coming up with these things?
From stats and watching the game.
I'm not talking about why you pick Jordan. I'm saying, how do you know what people do?
I don't. Okay. Don't nobody know these things.
That's fine. But then why don't you seem to like go 100% and say, yeah, I take it back, I'm wrong? You kind of do this thing like, you know what, I'll just say I'm wrong just to keep it going. Like, you don't really believe it, or you do?
Listen, I believe everything I say. If I say that they're emotional, then I believe that obviously they're emotional. I ain't got no reason to lie.
So you just want to believe whatever you want to believe.
No, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna believe. I go with a narrative that I make up in my head, and then I run with it. It's as simple as that. It's an opinion. Listen, we can argue. We'll go back and forth all night just off of my opinions, because that'll never get proven.
You're right. But there's
ain't no stat and no opinions. That's all I'm saying.
You're right. But there's a difference. No, there's a difference between an opinion and just straight up making up stuff.
People don't call Jordan the GOAT for no reason.
You're changing the topic. You're changing the topic again.
No, I'm just saying that's an opinion too on him being the GOAT.
Yeah, that is an opinion, and there's logic. No, there's logic to.
That make the people that say he the GOAT wrong?
No, but hold on. Let me answer that. When somebody says Jordan is the GOAT, that's not the same thing as saying if Jerry West doesn't pick Jordan, he doesn't know the NBA. Or if you don't like that, he doesn't like gold chains. Or he doesn't like Jordan. Or he doesn't like his style. Or he's emotional.
Who did they pick?
You're changing the topic again. That's not the topic.
You're telling me you don't know. You ain't telling me who they picked as they go. No, everybody got their own favorite player. Jordan ain't everybody's favorite player. I know this.
If the topic is how you came to a conclusion about those 5 things, what difference does it make who they pick? We're talking about why you came to that conclusion.
Ask me the question again, okay? All right, let me answer. How did I come to the conclusion?
Let me just set it up for everyone, okay? So you believe if somebody doesn't pick Jordan, it could be either they are emotional and whatever one you want to use, they don't know the NBA, they don't like Michael Jordan, they don't like his style, they don't like gold chains.
They don't like him because he possibly beat the teams that they loved. That's an extra opinion.
But you just making up stuff, man.
It's a lot. I'm from a city where people hated Jordan because Jordan kept beating the shit out of our teams.
Okay, but
no matter what Jordan did or how great he was, they wasn't going to acknowledge him. That's just human nature.
You just don't want to admit you were wrong on that, do you?
I'm not wrong.
Oh, so you think you're right. So you think you're right.
You can't prove that I'm wrong. You never prove.
So we're gonna do that routine. Let me tell you what you just did right now. You said I can't prove that you're not right. Okay, you know what? Jerry West doesn't pick Michael Jordan because he doesn't know who he is. Well, prove me wrong.
I can't prove.
Okay, so what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything.
Right, it don't mean shit.
Okay,
it's
so
an opinion. Opinions don't mean nothing. Okay. Truthfully, if you want to go that far, don't nobody's opinion mean nothing. So if Elgin Baylor, all these players didn't pick Jordan, then their opinion shouldn't mean nothing,
okay,
right?
But there's a difference between having an opinion about something versus making stupid things up.
Now, what's a stupid thing?
Okay,
ain't no opinion stupid. Or either no opinion is stupid, or all opinions is stupid. All opinions is opinions, depending on how
you have to be able to tell the difference between an elephant and a mouse. Not the same thing.
His opinion is a whole thing. Just opinion is the same thing as a theory. A theory is something that's not proven. An opinion is an opinion. A theory is something you can't prove.
So Jerry West doesn't pick Michael Jordan because he doesn't know who he is. Can you prove me wrong?
Okay, but does that make him right?
Okay, but can you prove me wrong? No.
Not the GOAT because Jerry West didn't pick him.
But you said to me, I can't prove that you're not right. So can you prove I'm not right?
Listen, but the whole thing is it's like us talking in circles. Like we ain't proving nothing, both of us. We're
proving something. If nothing else, we are proving.
Man, what are we proving?
We're proving two things. We're proving two things. Actually, we're proving three things. One, you're too prideful to admit you're wrong, just like other Jordan fans. Number two, human beings in general who love Michael Jordan, they're just so into Jordan, they just have to come up with something. And three,
I never loved him.
And three, Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans.
I'm just saying, how could you prove that I'm just a Jordan fan? I never liked Jordan. I didn't grow up liking Jordan. I'll tell you
how. Well, first of all, let me just ask you: are you a Jordan fan?
He's not playing, so I'm not no Jordan fan right now. But yeah, I'm a Jordan fan for he's the greatest.
Okay, so when you say how can I prove you're not a Jordan fan, you just admitted you were a Jordan fan.
Listen, if a real Jordan, it depends on what you consider a Jordan fan. Me, I consider a real fan somebody who's by the apparel. I don't have no Jordan sneakers. I never bought pair of Jordans.
No, that's fine. But when you said to me,
money makes you a fan. I'm a fan of the game.
No. When you said that's fine. When you said to me, I can't prove you're a Jordan fan, and then I ask you, are you a Jordan fan? You said to me, you are, and then you say it depends what you mean by Jordan fan.
But the thing is, if you prove him that I'm a Jordan fan or not, I'm just saying factual. I can't say I'm a Jordan fan because I never spent money on no Bulls apparel. I don't have not 123 shirt, period. So how can I say I'm a real Jordan fan?
You're telling me to be a fan, you got to spend money on his jerseys?
You just talking in circles and circles, like you be making me dizzy, man.
Okay. Let's help you not become dizzy. We're gonna go by facts. We're gonna go by your topics. We're trying not to do circles. All right. So what is your topic? What facts do you want to go by?
I just told you the facts, man.
Okay, so you're giving
Jordan
me
dominated. Shaq played for the Orlando Magic, right? They played the Bulls. What happened in the playoffs? They got swept, right?
The team beat the team.
Who scored 64 points in a game against Shaq? Jordan did, right?
Shaq guarded points. Jordan one-on-one and Jordan beat him?
He scored 64 fucking points in the game against Shaq.
Okay, so you're saying when one player scores more points against another player...
Why would Shaq guard Jordan? If Shaq stepped out, Jordan was way quicker. Shaq got beat every time.
I'm trying to address what you're saying. What's your topic? Just to make sure you're saying Jordan scored this many points against Shaq, so that for...
Shaq is the most dominant player in NBA history based off his body type and his fucking... What is
that? What I don't understand.
Shaq was breaking down rims.
You're not listening again.
Shaq was tearing down rims, man. What is you talking about?
Okay, man, are you? I'm trying really hard.
Out of centers, Shaq was the most dominant center that ever played the game.
Yeah, I'm trying. You're not really like listening to anything I'm saying, man.
Your logic is not even logical.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, so I'm happy to go over your topic.
You can't understand simple.
All right. It sounded like you were getting emotional and annoyed and frustrated. So what is your topic?
Like you don't know what you're talking about. All it sounds like.
All right. So what is your topic now? You're saying Jordan had more points against Shaq?
Jordan played the Orlando Magic, the team with Shaq and Penny Hardaway was only two All-Stars. He dominated. In that game.
Okay, so is that so? Let me follow up. So when there's a team playing another team and one star does well, that means that star is better than the other team star.
How many points did Shaq score in that game?
I asked you a question, man.
I'm just saying, Shaq could have scored every time.
I'm being nice. I'm asking you a question. One team plays against another team. The one star scores a lot of points. Does that mean he's better than the other star?
I already told you what make the star better. I told you this.
Okay, so you...
How many times do I have to tell you the same shit?
Right. But I'm following up to what you're saying.
The dumbest logic I ever heard is sports.
All right. Can we relax a little bit, man? Can we relax? It's just Michael Jordan in the NBA.
I'm just saying. I'm just
okay,
like,
so I'm saying, you're saying it's dumb logic.
How far you want to go down a rabbit hole? Like, what the fuck? It made no sense.
Man, you're not listening to anything I'm saying, man.
You can't even argue this shit.
I don't get it. You said you wanted facts.
It's not even really an argument, truthfully. Yeah. You don't make no sense on nothing you're saying.
How is it supposed to make sense if you're not listening?
Because it ain't no point. It's somebody that don't make sense. It's just you just proving my point that you don't make sense.
So I'm in a lose-lose situation. If I don't give you facts, you point to me, I don't give you facts. If I give you facts, you don't want to listen to anything.
Facts, I wouldn't be talking. I wouldn't have nothing to argue. I'll be sitting there stuck like, oh, you know what? Damn.
But when I give you facts, you don't listen. Then
you ain't got no numbers to back nothing.
I do have numbers. Nothing. I do have numbers.
You ain't showed me. You talked about Will Chamberlain. He got 90 trophies. He got 90 awards or whatever stat, but you ain't said not one of the 90. I told you name me one of the 90.
I don't get you, because it's not my fault if you don't know.
Because you don't know.
If I give you one, are you going to say you're wrong and I'm right?
Man, you gay, man.
I'm very happy if that's what you're asking me. So if I give
you want me to tell you wrong so you can fucking feel good or something.
Whatever. You a grown man or you are one emotional Jordan lover, man.
You need my approval or something. Is you fucked up?
Why are you so annoyed and emotional?
I'm just looking at you like, damn. If I tell you this, are you gonna tell me I'm right? Are you gonna tell me I won?
I'll tell you what.
Are you gonna tell me
Can I tell you?
Spit some facts. It ain't we grown men. Just spit your facts.
But you're not acting like a grown man.
Let people decide. That's all I'm saying. You're talking all around the facts. What is you talking about?
You're not acting like a grown man. You're acting like a kid, man.
I'm acting like I'm real grown. You acting like I'm a grown man arguing with one of my motherfucking kids. Like,
man, you sound really emotional and annoyed, man.
I sound like, what the fuck is you talking about? That's what I sound like.
I can tell, but you don't want to listen to anything either.
Ain't nothing to listen to. You talking in circles, man.
So how am I supposed to prove you wrong if you don't want to listen to anything?
You can't.
So your mind.
I got all the facts that you need to know to prove me right, but you don't want to hear it because you talking stupid.
I'm listening to what you're saying. What do you mean I don't want to hear it?
You ain't got no facts. I got all the facts. The greatest.
Are you like this with other people too?
Will Chamberlain, and none of the top 10.
Listen to this.
Listen to this shit.
Yeah. What else? What other facts you got? Go ahead.
I mean, Jordan got Will Chamberlain don't have 2 3-peats. He don't even have one. I didn't know
one player can win a ring by himself.
Kareem didn't win shit until Magic Johnson passed him the damn ball.
And Jordan didn't win anything until Pippen came. And Jordan didn't win until Pippen came.
Jordan won. He was a guard. It was unheard of for a guard to dominate. Guards wasn't even dominating back then.
I thought you said Kareem and Wilt didn't win, and then I said to you Jordan didn't win until Pippen came along, and then you went to guards don't dominate then.
I said Jordan was a dominant guard when in the era when guards.
The point before that. Dominant. Remember the point before that?
Name one dominant guard in the 90s before Jordan.
Isaiah Thomas.
He wasn't a guard, dummy. That tells me that you really don't know basketball.
What position was Isaiah Thomas?
Was a fucking point guard. He was a fucking point guard, you dummy.
A point what?
You don't even know what Isaiah Thomas was? You never watched basketball.
I missed it. He was a point what?
You said Isaiah Thomas was a guard.
Right.
So that tells me everything I need to know.
So correct me. Isaiah Thomas is a point what?
You tell me.
A point guard.
No, you said he was a guard. No, now you want to switch it up?
I actually didn't say anything. You said name anyone else, and I said Isaiah Thomas.
I said name any guard.
Are you trolling me, man?
I said name a guard that was better than Jordan before Jordan came out. You said Isaiah Thomas.
I thought you asked me. Okay, all right. I thought you asked. There's no reason to insult him.
I never thought I would have heard you expose yours. You said Isaiah Thomas.
You know what? I better not put this on the podcast.
Thomas for real.
I better. Okay. You know what? You're right.
You're right. You won.
No. I'm saying no. I don't know why you're laughing.
Oh my God! You basically wasted. You explained like debate. I got to debate with a real person because you don't know shit.
Okay.
No wonder you can't base nothing off stats because you don't have nothing.
All the other Jordan fans tell me I go by stats too much, but according to you, I don't have stats.
I got basically is irrelevant to you because you don't know shit.
Okay. Okay, all right. Well,
No wonder you can't
I can tell you're the
That's why
genius.
you asking me about the stats. You want me to give
Anybody
you
listen to
info
this guy? It's
on some
amazing.
stats that you should be knowing about
getting
to
a kick
debate
out of
me
this
to
guy.
prove me wrong.
What was
That's
that again?
crazy.
What was that again? What was it again?
You want me to give you stats to help you win a debate that you already lost.
I don't. Did you think you gave me stats on why Jordan is number one?
Oh my God, you still name another team who won more than 72 games besides the Warriors.
But I want to play that game that you're doing. Can you name another team when I give you examples? I want to play that game
Jordan's
too.
team did that. Jordan's team won 72 games and they won a ring.
No. I'm saying I want to play the same
Jordan
game.
got the highest.
Come on, you're not listening to anything I'm
scoring
saying,
average in the
man.
history. Listen, Jordan got the highest scoring average in the history of the fucking season. He got the most playoff points. Shit, 2 3-peats. No other player did that. The most points in the playoff history was 63. No other player, Will Chamberlain, didn't do that.
Very selective, man. Very selective, man.
Will Chamberlain didn't do that. Look at the stats, dummy.
Okay, but can I?
All time, he got 893.
You don't want to listen to anything I'm saying, man. I mean, I'm happy to have a debate with you, but you're not really listening to anything I'm saying, man.
Jordan played point guard.
Is my phone
you know
okay?
what Jordan averages was in point guard? 32.5.
Is my phone working good? Is my phone working good?
Jordan got 10 triple doubles in 11 games.
Is my phone working good? Can you hear me, man?
He did that in 89. I heard you. I hear you clearly.
Okay. Are we having a debate or?
Facts, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just naming so many fucking facts. Shit, the most points averages per game in playoff history, Michael Jordan, 43 points. 43
but that's not how you judge players. You don't cherry pick. You don't cherry pick facts.
That's not how you judge them because you don't know sports. But everybody who knows sports and know basketball, that's how they judge.
The only people who think
I'm
like
judge
this
based off the way real analytics and real sports motherfuckers know. The people who know sports judge them. That's how I'm a judge.
The only people who agree with you are Jordan fans.
No, it's sports fans.
No, Jordan
people
fans.
Who watch the game. Jordan won 2 gold medals. Did Will Chamberlain do that? Did Kareem do that?
You're mixing gold medals.
Jordan never lost 3 straight games since 1991.
Listen. I can't keep you on the podcast if you keep doing this. You got to have a give and take.
Jordan never missed a playoff game.
Man, I can't keep you on if you keep doing this, man. You got to have a give and take.
Jordan played 82 games at 40.
Man, do you actually want to have a debate, man? Do you actually want to have a debate?
They all facts.
Okay, so can I have...
Jordan had 13 consecutive field goals against the Lakers.
How about if we just say Jordan invented the Chicago Bulls? Would that make everything faster? How about if we say Jordan invented Nike? How about if we just say Jordan invented the NBA? Would that make everything faster?
Jordan made 13 straight shots. No. Jordan got the highest career playoff average.
How about Jordan invented basketball? Can you stop them?
Magic, Will Chamberlain, Bill Russell, ain't none of them players got it.
Man, you just are one in love with Jordan fan, man.
Jordan made the most field goals in a season. No other player have done that. This is in the history of the league.
And Will Chamberlain has over 90 records.
Okay, but you ain't named one, so them records is
So I guess those records don't exist, everybody.
They don't. They really don't. They really don't.
Is everyone listening to this? Because I didn't list the records to him. They don't exist.
The highest finals average in the history of the NBA.
All you Jordan fans who disagree with me, I hope you're listening to this guy.
No other player averaged more than 41 points.
All you Jordan fans who tell me Jordan fans are not the worst. Come on, this guy is an example.
35 points in one half. Jordan did that. The most points in history in playoff history.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has lots of records too, actually.
Name one. Like I said, you can't name them.
So I guess they don't exist.
Like I said, most 30-point games in NBA history, 109.
By the way, I did give you a Kareem record. Remember?
Jordan owns that.
No, I did give you a Kareem record. Remember?
Only player with 50 points in consecutive playoff games, Michael Jordan. 50 points in one, 55 in the second.
Michael Jordan invented the Chicago Bulls.
Defensive player of the year, and he averaged 35 points a game. And was the MVP. Jordan did that.
Michael Jordan made the NBA the most popular.
The highest field goal percentage in one season, 42%.
Michael Jordan invented the NBA.
The highest efficiency rating in the history of the league, 27.9.
Michael Jordan invented basketball.
Yeah, he might as well have. Jordan.
Man, this is just like really sad, man. Seriously, folks. This is an example of a Jordan fan, folks.
2 seasons.
He's not done yet. He's got more.
Let's see, 2 seasons with 100 blocks and 200 steals. No other player done that in history of the league.
Look, can you imagine how he must judge other things?
3 times. All defensive 9 times.
Yeah. By the way, Will Chamberlain has over 90 records.
Scoring title. He the only player to average over 30 points a game.
By the way, Will Chamberlain has over 90 records.
Right, you keep saying that. Will Chamberlain has over 90 records. That means Jordan got over 100. So that makes him.
Michael Jordan must have over 100 records.
Let's see.
He doesn't know, therefore they don't exist.
Look, in 1987 and 1988, he got 200 steals and 100 blocks.
I've never been to the moon. I guess it doesn't exist then.
He won the slam dunk contest. In 1 year, the same year he got the fucking MVP, he won a slam dunk contest.
My refrigerator door is closed, so I don't know if there's any food inside.
Name another player that did it. That's all I'm saying.
Right now, I'm not in Japan, so there must be no Japan.
In 1993, Jordan scored every single point against the Suns in the finals, every point in the fourth quarter, and then dished it off to Paxson for Paxson to hit the game winner. I saw that game. He dominated.
Man, you just really love Jordan, man. You are a
Michael
Jordan fan.
Oh, you know what else? The Suns, the 1993 Suns.
This is amazing. I can't get enough of this guy.
The Suns was the same. They had the same rating as the 2018 Golden State Warriors.
Oh, is that right?
So they were the same. So Jordan dominated a team on the same level as the Golden State Warriors today.
Oh man!
Name another player who did that. You can't put Will.
You know what they should do with the Golden State Warriors?
Larry Bird, Magic
Johnson. They should retire Michael Jordan's number.
I'm just saying.
I think the greatest Golden State Warrior is Michael Jordan.
He won 72 games in a year and won the championship. The Golden State Warriors didn't do that. They won one more game and they lost against the fucking Cavs. They lost.
Against LeBron James, man. Well, what do you think about LeBron James, by the way? I wonder.
In 1998, the last championship Jordan won on that second three-peat, his team, he had the worst supporting cast in the history of the fucking NBA.
Are you getting all this from Wikipedia? Where are you getting all this, by the way?
No, I'm getting all this. Is facts. I'm just saying, you talking about it was a team. He got the lowest supporting cast in the history of the NBA.
It really bothers you when Jordan's not number one, doesn't it?
I'm just saying, he was number one. He led his team to the championship.
When you were a kid, was he your favorite player when you were a kid?
No, I was a Cavs fan. He was beating the shit out of the Cavs. I was pissed off. I don't base my shit off material shit. I don't look at another player and glorify him. I
can tell you don't glorify any player.
If I seen Jordan in real life, I'm going to shake his hand. You was the greatest player.
I can only imagine what would happen if you met him in real life.
I'm not going to ask no player for no autograph. He a grown man.
If I was Jordan, I'd stay away from you, actually.
I'm just saying, I don't look at players like that. I'm a grown man. I look at everybody.
I can tell you're a grown man. Very mature guy.
Listen, to me, it's just a job. He was just good at his job. Why would I think anything more? Because he was on a commercial.
Apparently, you think more than that.
What? I just named stats. How's that thinking more? That's just bringing facts to you.
Yeah, and he's not the only player that has wonderful stats.
There's a lot of players with wonderful stats that will make Jordan even better.
I don't understand.
Okay, so if all these players you named got all these stats, but Jordan stand out of all these players, Jordan's stats is still better. That makes him the greatest.
Well, again, they only stand out. They only stand out to Jordan fans like yourself.
That ain't got nothing to do with emotion. That's all I'm saying.
No, I didn't say emotion. I said they only stand out to Jordan fans like yourself.
You will agree with me because I just named not even all the stats. I just told you he had the worst supporting cast in the history of the league.
Says you. That's what you think.
No, it's the truth. Look it up.
Look it up. You want me to
look up? That's what I think. No, that's what I know. That's what you think.
Look up that he had the lowest supporting cast. Where's the proof on that?
Look it up. It's in there. It's all out there. It's in the air.
No. What is that? Is this a fact or an opinion?
It's not hard to find this info.
Is it a fact or an opinion?
Look it up. It's a fact.
It's a fact
you can prove me wrong by looking it up. If you really think I'm wrong, look it up.
I'm saying it's a fact that he had the lowest supporting cast.
It's a fact. In 1998, he had the number one lowest, not the number two or the number three, the first, the highest, the lowest supporting cast.
Are you going by some analytics stuff?
He was playing with a bunch of bums And I'm just saying, this is based off the stats. He was playing with a bunch of bums, and he took them bums and won the whole everything. He won everything that year.
Michael Jordan played with a bunch of bums?
The year before that, he won. He had the second worst supporting cast in history. I'm just
Is everybody getting this? Michael Jordan played with a bunch of bums.
He played with the lowest. And the statistics say they was bums.
Oh.
Truthfully.
Oh, okay.
If you watch the game, if you watch those games, I watched them. I watched every game.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
Scottie Pippen was hurt. Listen, Scottie Pippen had a bad back that year. Dennis Rodman was old. He didn't make the All-Star team. Jordan was the only All-Star that year on the team. Ron Harper was old. Dennis Rodman was old. Did none of them make the All-Star team? Scottie Pippen wasn't an All-Star.
Right?
I'm just saying Jordan was the only All-Star.
So can I ask you in that
These
team?
are all facts.
Yeah, okay. Can I ask you on that team, the Chicago Bulls team, do all those players and teams agree that Jordan played with a bunch of bums?
I'm just telling you the facts, man.
You know, I'm asking you a factual question. Do they think that he played with a bunch of bums?
Because the stats say they was bums.
Okay, no, fine. So it's a fact.
They was washed up.
So it's a fact that they're bums.
Shaq was a bum. Eventually, Shaq was washed up. Even though he was the greatest dominant, when he got older, he couldn't jump. He couldn't do shit. His back was fucked up.
It's debatable if he was the most dominant.
He was on the bench. So he couldn't even fucking hit a free throw.
All right. So now when he played,
I'm just saying, what was Shaq's free throw percentage?
All right, that's wonderful, man. Now
what was Shaq's field goal percentage outside of 6 feet?
I'm sure it wasn't as good as Jordan's. But
I know it wasn't.
Okay.
You know damn right it wasn't.
No one was as good as Jordan. He had the
lowest scoring playoff supporting cast.
All right,
period.
So you're saying he played with a bunch of bums and it's a fact. So now I'm asking you, do the players and the coaches of the Chicago Bulls agree Jordan played with a bunch of bums?
I don't know what they agree on. I'm telling you what the fucking stats say.
Let me change the question. Do you think the Chicago Bulls think Jordan played with a bunch of bums?
You know how many 40-point games Jordan had?
You don't want to answer that question either. How many did he have?
I know they wasn't a bunch of bums. I know for a fact they wasn't, but I know they was.
I thought you said they were a bunch of bums.
That year they played like a fucking bunch of bums in the fucking finals. I guarantee you, if you watch the game,
now he's talking about their bums in the finals.
They wasn't playing like bums because they was bums. They was playing like bums because they was fucking old and hurt.
I thought you meant they were a bunch
Jordan was old. Jordan was 35 years old when he won. So what is you talking about, man?
What are you talking about, man?
Everything. I'm talking about stats.
Okay. Now, I'm asking you, I thought you meant at first that they were a bunch of bums, but then I thought you meant, they would play like bums.
Now you switching the narrative to try to make yourself seem right because you looking stupid right now.
Okay. I'm sorry. What was the topic again?
Let me talk and get all these facts out. Now you ain't got shit to say. Nothing.
Oh, is that what happened?
63 points is the most points in playoff history.
This is what I'm dealing with, folks. All you people in the audience who say Jordan fans are not the worst, this is the example of a Jordan fan, ladies and gentlemen.
The best team in the league.
There's no LeBron James fan like this. There's no Steph Curry fan like this. There's no Kobe fans like this. It's Jordan fans, ladies and gentlemen.
The white boy Celtics, 63 points.
The white boy Celtics. You're just cherry picking an example again.
That's cherry picking. That's a shitload of cherry picking.
Because you
it's a lot of players that got top 10 stats, but they ain't top one.
But
they ain't number one. Jordan number one in way more categories than any other player.
No,
so
that's not. You're just making things up again.
If one player is number one in mostly all the categories,
you're just making things up again, man.
That means you're hating.
No, you're
mad because Jordan is the best. That's all. I just stated a bunch of facts. Your facts, you can't even prove that they facts or not because you won't even look it up.
But you're not really listening to anything, though.
You don't want to be wrong.
But you're not really listening to anything, man.
You got a show to do. You got to.
Oh, this is a great show. This is a great show.
Name one player who got 10 triple doubles in 11 games? Jordan.
Hey, please subscribe, and if you disagree with me on something, you can go on my program and show me your facts on whatever you disagree on. If you want to go on, let's set it up. Send me an email. The email is right there in the description section. Thank you.